Now, in this question, we can see that there is a triangular block of mass capital M, and there is a rectangular block which is placed on that triangular block, which is a wedge, and all the surfaces are frictionless. Now, if the surfaces shown are frictionless, then the system will move, and this block of mass small m will slide down the inclined plane. Now we need to apply some force on the inclined plane, and we need to accelerate the inclined plane in such a way such that we can avoid the slipping of this block of mass m, and they both move together. Now, you can easily assume this scenario by placing a block on your hand, inclined hand, and you will see that if you are accelerating your hand, then that block will not slip on your hand. But if your hand is stationary, that block will start to slip down your hand. Now, we can imagine the direction of force where we need to apply this force. So we can see that we need to apply this force F in towards that right hand side. Okay, so let us suppose that this complete system is moving with an acceleration A, and therefore A will be equal to net force F upon m plus n. This is the combined acceleration of the system. Now if I draw the free body diagram, I can see that this is the inclined plane, this is the inclined plane, and the block is being kept on the inclined plane like this, and its mass is m. Now I can draw the free body diagram of the block, that there will be a normal reaction acting like that. This is n. Now a force of mg sine theta will be acting like that. This is mg sine theta, and theta is 30 degree. So I can write here theta is 30 degree. This one is mg cos 30. Okay, now we can see that this mg sine theta is sliding down this block on the inclined plane, and if we are accelerating the inclined plane, then I can write that with respect to the inclined plane. I am drawing this diagram with respect to the inclined plane. Okay, so if I am an observer which is standing on the inclined plane, then there will be a pseudo force which is acting in the direction opposite to the acceleration, and acceleration of the system is towards right side, so pseudo force will be acting towards left side. So this is the direction of pseudo force, and pseudo force acting on this block of mass small m will be ma. F will be equal to ma, and a component of this pseudo force which would be parallel to the inclined plane like that, this will be ma cos 30. This angle is 30 degree. So this ma cos 30 will be balancing mg sin 30. So ma cos 30 will be equal to mg sin 30 if this block is not sliding down the inclined plane, and a will be equal to g tan 30. Now this is a very important and highly frequent conclusion which you will see in the questions, that if you are moving an inclined plane with an acceleration of g tan 30 and g tan theta, where theta is its inclination, then any block which is kept on that inclined plane, irrespective of its mass, will not slide down the inclined plane, and here there is no friction on the plane. So this should be the value of acceleration, and therefore I can equate this value with the acceleration which I have already calculated, and therefore F will be equal to m plus m g tan 30. So this will be the required value of force which I need to apply on the inclined plane so that this block will not slide down. So correct option will be option number C. Okay, now let's move on the next question. This question says that there is a inclined plane and it is moving with an acceleration of a as shown in the figure. Now there is a mass m which is kept on the inclined plane, and we have to find out the minimum value of a acceleration so that this mass falls freely. Now for free fall, we know that there should be only one force acting on the block, which is mg, and apart from that mg, no force should be acting on this block. But if this block is kept on this inclined plane, then the normal reaction will be acting on the block, and for the situation of free fall, we need to make the normal reaction to be 0. Now first of all, let us assume that when this inclined plane is at rest, then which forces are acting on this block and what is the value of normal reaction acting on the block. So let us assume that A is equal to 0. In the first case, I am assuming that only. Now there is a block, there is this block placed on the inclined plane, and this block has mg sine theta acting in downward direction, normal reaction acting in perpendicular direction, and mg cos theta acting like that. A normal reaction will be balancing out mg cos theta. Now we need to make sure that normal reaction becomes 0. So this mg cos theta, this force, must be balanced by some other force, then normal reaction will become 0. Now what I mean to say is the fact that when this inclined plane is moving with an acceleration a, then this force is mg cos theta, and this force is mg sin theta, and the pseudo force acting on this block will be in this direction, which is ma. This is pseudo force, and a component of this pseudo force now we need to find out this angle. So this angle is theta and this angle will be theta, so this will be 90 minus theta, and this component of pseudo force will be ma sin theta, and this component will be ma cos theta. But we are concerned about this component ma sin theta, that if ma sin theta is equal to mg cos theta, which means if ma sin theta balances out this mg cos theta, then a will be equal to g cot theta. Then in this case the normal reaction will become 0, because there is no requirement of normal reaction to act and if the normal reaction will become 0, then the net force on this block of mass m will only be mg, which is acting in the downward direction. And in this case, that block will not be in the contact with the wedge, and it will be in a state of free fall. So this is the correct option. So option number C will be the answer. Okay, now we move on the next question. In this problem, we can see that there is a pendulum of mass m which is hanging from a support which is fixed on a trolley. The direction of string when trolley is moving up with an inclination of alpha with an acceleration of a naught. So we need to find out this angle theta. Okay, now we can see that if I make the free body diagram of this ball, then there will be a force of this is mg sine theta, mg sine theta. Okay, now this will be mg cos theta. Okay, and now there will be a pseudo force which will be acting on this ball in the reverse direction of acceleration. So pseudo force will be acting in the back side like that. This will be the pseudo force. F is equal to m a naught. Okay, now I can see that if this angle is theta, so tan theta will be equal to perpendicular force, this force upon base, perpendicular upon base. Now the complete force along this perpendicular is mg sine theta plus ma naught, and the force which is acting along the base is mg cos theta. So in fact this angle is alpha. So theta will be equal to tan inverse mg sine alpha plus ma naught upon mg cos alpha. Okay, and cancelling m with m will get the answer option number D. Okay, now this is the last problem on the pseudo forces, and in the next part we'll move on the next concept, which will be the spring concept. Thank you. In this question you can see that there is a man which is standing inside a cart, and that cart is moving with an acceleration of a in the direction shown. There is a pulley inside the cart, and the pulley is attached with the roof of the cart. Now there is a mass small m which is on the other side of the pulley, and on the other side there is a man who is pulling down the rope with an acceleration of a. Now we need to find out the tension in the rope, and we can assume that there is a man who is standing inside this cart and who is watching this complete motion. So I can assume a man who is standing inside the cart. So with respect to cart, now this man is already standing in the cart, and with respect to this man will be same frame as the frame of cart. So I'm writing it as with respect to the cart. Now if I see that there is a pulley and the tension in the rope is T, and this mass is inclined at an angle of theta. Now, the reason of this inclination is the fact that there will be a pseudo force Ma acting on this mass in the backward direction. Mg is acting in downward direction. This will be the tension. Now, if I find out the resultant force of Ma and Mg, then the resultant force will be like that. This force will be F resultant will be under root of mg square plus ma square, and this string is pulled by an acceleration of a in the downward direction also. Therefore this ball will be moving along the string in this direction with an acceleration a. So we can write the equation as T minus F resultant will be equal to Ma, and T will be equal to Ma plus F resultant. Now this T will be equal to Ma plus F resultant is M common under root of G square plus A square. Therefore, we can see that the correct answer for the tension in the rope will be the option number C. Okay. Now let's move on the next question. In this question, you can see that there is a wedge of mass 2 kg and angle of inclination is 37 degree. And there is a block of mass 1 kg which is kept on the wedge, and wedge is given an acceleration of 5 meter per second square towards the right side. Then we have to choose the correct option. Now first option is the block will remain stationary with respect to a wedge. Second option is the block will have an acceleration of 1 meters per second square with respect to wedge. So we can see that in all these options we have to solve within the frame of reference of wedge. So with respect to wedge, I am drawing the free body diagram. So with respect to wedge, so by saying that we assume that there is an observer who is standing on the wedge itself and he is observing the motion. So for that observer there will be a normal reaction acting like that. This is N, and there will be a pseudo force acting in the backward direction due to the fact that observer will be accelerated along with the wedge. So pseudo force will be acting in the backward direction. So pseudo force will have a value of F is equal to Ma, where M is the mass of this block, this is M, and A is the acceleration of the wedge. And the let me erase this because I am writing with respect to the wedge. Now, and mg will be acting in the downward direction. This is the mg. Now if I resolve Ma and mg in the two directions in which I will be resolving is one direction is the perpendicular direction of the inclined plane and other one is the parallel direction of the inclined plane. So I will be drawing the two directions again, and I will be using the different diagram for that. The mass of this block is M, and a force the components will be like this, that this is mg sine 37, mg sine 37 degree, mg sine 37. This is the normal reaction. This is mg cos 37. This will be ma cos 37 because this angle is 37 degree, and the component of ma along the normal direction will be ma sine 37. Okay, so I can see that normal reaction will be balancing out ma sine 37 and mg cos 37, and therefore n will be equal to ma. Now m is 1 kg and a was 5, and sine 37 is 3 by 5 plus mg, m is again 1 kg, g is 10, and cos 37 is 4 by 5. So the normal reaction will be 3 plus 8, which is equal to 11 newtons. So this is newtons. Okay, so normal reaction is 11 newtons. So option number C is correct. Now we have to check all the options, and hence we can say that the value of ma cos 37 is equal to m is 1, a is 5, cos 37 is 4 by 5. Okay, so this is equal to 4, and value of mg sine 37 is equal to m is 1, g is 10, and sine 37 is 3 by 5. So it is equal to 6. So you can see that this force mg sine 37 is greater than ma cos 37. Therefore, this block will slide down along the inclined plane, and hence if I assume that there is an acceleration of block a dash along with the inclined plane, therefore the equation will be mg sine 37 acting in downward direction minus ma cos 37 acting in upward direction will be equal to ma dash. Now substituting the values, 6 minus 4 will be equal to 1 into a. So a will be equal to 2 in downward direction along the inclined plane. So we can see that the first option is wrong. The second option is also wrong because acceleration is given as 1 meter per second square, but the correct answer which we are getting is 2 meter per second square, and the net force acting on the wedge is 2 newtons. So the net force acting on the wedge will be equal to ma, and in the direction of that motion. So a is itself 5 and m is itself 2. So ma is not equal to 2. In fact, it is 10, and therefore it would be a wrong option. So the correct option will only be the option number C. So let's move on the next question. Hello guys. Now in this video, I'll be giving you a numerical package which is based on pseudo force. And starting from the first question, in this question you can see an inclined plane is fixed inside a lift which is going in upward direction with acceleration a, and we have to find out the acceleration of block of mass m which is placed on the inclined plane with respect to the inclined plane. It means that if some observer is standing on the inclined plane inside this lift, then with what acceleration for that observer this block of mass m will be moving. Okay, now for with respect to lift, I am writing all the things that with respect to lift or wedge. Okay, so I am drawing a free body diagram for that. This is the inclined plane. Now this is the inclined plane and there is a block placed on this inclined plane and its mass is m. So there will be a force mg which will be acting in downward direction. This is mg. Okay, there will be a force, pseudo force ma, which will be acting in the downward direction. So this pseudo force will be acting in the downward direction because the observer who is standing inside this lift is accelerated in upward direction. So F pseudo will be equal to MA. Now the normal reaction will be acting perpendicularly like that. This is the normal reaction, and we can see that if we resolve the two components of pseudo force and mg, so first of all let us do one thing, that let us combine these forces together to be acting in downward direction. So I'll be writing only one force, which is mg plus ma in the downward direction, and therefore if I resolve this forces in two components, then I'll be getting one component in this direction and one component in this direction. So this component will be mg mg plus a into cos theta, and this component will be mg plus a into sin theta. As we all know that this angle will be theta, and therefore if I have already resolved this force, then I should erase it from the diagram. Now I can see that in this direction, in the direction of normal reaction, there is no motion. Therefore normal reaction will be balancing out mg plus a cos theta, and in this direction this block is free to slide, therefore it would be sliding with some acceleration a, and net force acting in this direction will be mg plus a sin theta will be equal to ma. Now a will be equal to g plus a sin theta. This acceleration a, let's suppose it is a dash. Now it would avoid the confusion. So this is the acceleration of block with respect to wedge. So this is the correct answer which is shown on the screen itself. Now we move on the next question.